Talk to us about that.
So the first, I never thought I would be explaining this to people. I wanted to affect me because I've learned the hardest things that you don't face, you'll never find yourself. And that's what I learned from the man upstairs.
That's good.
I couldn't run away from it. So I said, I have a daughter. I'm 22. Where am I going to go? Do you just quit right now? So that's what I try to emphasize on these soldiers. You're going through the hardest time of your life, but this actually creates you. Because when you grow, it's painful.
It is painful.
And that actually you find yourself.
Yeah.
So the first question I asked was why? Why me?
Yeah.
I didn't like the man upstairs. I was kind of like, why are you doing this to me? I didn't know why. I was like, sometimes I get, emotional and tell them I quit my football scholarship. I did everything to support her. It was hard because, you're by yourself.
Yeah.
You don't want to explain to people what you're doing, but you kind of just find a rhythm.
Yeah.
So I found a rhythm. I just started working out. I love working out.
Sure.
So I'd work out 4 in the morning. I'll stop at 8 a.m. My job started at 9:30.
Wow.
And I loved it.
Wow.
So I was always in the gym. I just loved to do it. I've been doing it since I was little.
So how were you taking care of yourself? So you're living in your car and you working at a gym, right?
So I was doing a security.
Oh, okay. Security at the gym?
So I wasn't doing security at the gym. I was actually working for like pharmaceutical company. So I was doing security there. So I was working overnights and I was working like a day shift.
Okay.
So I was getting no sleep.
Wow.
So 2 jobs I was working. I was working pretty much like 11 to 7 and then like 7 to 3.
Wow.
So I was in there just grinding it. So
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
So it was hard. Staying up, no sleep, but I kept fighting. I found myself. I found my full potential. I didn't run away from it. It wasn't the life I wanted, but you figure, man, I had a football scholarship. I had everything handed to me, and I just walked away just as fast as I came there.
Sure.
That's life.
Absolutely.
Right? So all I did was choose this life to better myself, and it actually created a stronger me because, like I said, once you walk away from the hardest things in your life, you'll never see the full potential of yourself.
Yeah.
And
that's really key because we can't, the more we try to run away from challenges or the difficult things in life, we find ourselves stifled. But when we begin to face some of those challenging things, we find ourselves growing through the process. It's still difficult. Many of us have made some bad decisions, some mistakes, or sometimes we have gone through some things in our lives. But the further we keep trying to run from those things, we're missing our opportunities to develop. Now, so tell us, so during those, you said 7 years. So 7 years you're in California with your daughter. At least you're watching her grow up. You able to spend time with her. So what changed as you were beginning to learn who you are and develop? So tell us what changed. How did you get from being homeless and finding your way? And what was the next step? What did you do afterwards to get where you are? So tell us about how did you transition into the military and how old were you when you started?
So within the 7 years.
Because certainly you didn't start at 17, 18, you went to college.
No.
So tell us how old were you when you joined the military and what took place then?
So I joined when I was 29.
Oh,
I
okay.
put this hand up.
Yeah.
Right there. So
yeah.
I didn't know what to expect. I always said this to a lot of people. I'll never join the military.
Yeah.
Never.
Right. Never.
I say never.
Never say never, right?
Exactly. So,
right.
Over the 7 years, I lived in San Diego. I lived in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
My mom lived in San Francisco.
Okay.
So I kind of just got burnt out. I kind of built over the years working 2-3 jobs. Sometimes I worked 3. I mean, I was never home.
Okay.
I was always away from my daughter.
Sure.
But she knew why, I was gone.
Absolutely.
But I always showed my face. I can't say a better life, but I said, hey, let's move on to a new challenge.
Sure.
Kind of, this is getting old.
I got you.
So, it actually built me over the years. I mean, I met great people. And yes, it was the hardest time in my life.
So 29 years old, you remember the year?
It was 2013.
2013.
But I went to basic in 2014. So I was the old smo.
So you were the old guy.
Yeah, I was the old guy.
29 years old, old guy. So how was the training? How was the physical fitness there? Because I remember reading something some time ago that individuals who have had to endure challenges and hardships right? When they get into the military now, they have already been through different types of crucibles in their lives. So quickly, briefly, tell us about that transition. What was boot camp like for you? Were you still in peak shape? Were you in condition? Or was it hard? Was it a new crucible for you? Tell us, how was boot camp for you?
It was actually, it was easy physical fitness wise.
Okay.
I mean, I've done it every day.
Sure.
When we're in the barracks, we had the poles and the trains, and we used to just do, sit-ups, pull-ups all day. So I was training the soldiers in the barracks.
Nice.
And not the barracks, in our
leadership was already in you.
Yes, so, exactly. Right. So I was like, you got to get what you can get, what you have. It's kind of like all we got. So you have to execute what you have. Because execution ain't nothing without you executing it. So fulfill the word. Yeah,
that's that dreams in action again. Being able to execute some things, put in the work.
Yes.
I like what Jim Rohn says, and Tony Robbins, a lot of the motivational speakers today, phenomenons, talk about, no one is going to do your push-ups for you, right? If you want something, you have to go get it. Yes. So you have to put in the work. And so you're joining the military. So how long have you been in now? So you joined in 2013?
Yes.
Right. So that's now what, 7? You've been in 7 years?
No, I've been in about 5.
Okay, 5 years. So what's it been like for you being in the military these 5 years? Now you're in Korea over here, so you're a long way from home, Toto. Kind of remind me of Dorothy. A long way from home, Toto. So you're a long way. Yes. So what's it been like now being over here in Korea and being in the military?
Korea is very different. I was actually at Fort Run for 4 years, 4.5 years.
Okay, that's a long time.
That place will challenge you.
Sure.
You're always in the field. It's NTC.
It is.
Non-stop in something like
rotation after rotation.
I come over here and I came here and we were at PT and I just started going buck wild and people were just looking at me like, whoa.
Who is this guy? How old are you now in the Sun Fields?
So I'm about 35 now.
Okay, wow, 35.
Yeah, I had to count that one.
Okay. So what are your goals and aspirations now? Right. I'm not going to tell the people. I'll let let them tell you. Okay. But when we come back, we're going to take another break and we're going to go to part 3. So as we get set up for the next chapter of Sean Field's life. And again, I want to say some things again that it doesn't matter. Sometimes we have come from some very arduous times in our lives, but it's not so much where you have come from, but what you do for where you have come from. We can live as victims or we can choose to live victorious. All right, so stay tuned. Stay tuned. God bless you.